Fuck it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh.
You're sexy, so good to me.
What's up? What's up? Fresh release, best release. Yeah, that's what it was. But this is the Tru-Mu podcast. Sir Charles Carey at your service. I'm going to bring up Carl T. Smith. There he is. What's going on,
What's up,
Carl?
everybody? How are you? How are you? How's everything?
Good, good, man. You sound clear as a bell. That's great.
Ding!
Listen- yeah, that part, no doubt, no doubt. Man, how was your trip back to NYC, man?
Actually, smoother than me. Had not a problem until I got to the bridge. Not,
Oh,
and even
wow.
then, it wasn't a problem.
It's already been sent. Yeah, I'm trying to multitask. I heard once that there's no true or no such thing as really multitasking when we are doing one thing and then another thing is added, and yet maybe even a third that really we're not multitasking. We're dividing our attention and we're giving less and less attention to each thing. I said, you know what? That makes sense. Out of all those smart people that say that's called multitasking. So I started to adopt that philosophy as fact. I don't know if I'm right, but it kind of adds up, lines up. Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
man. So fresh release, best release. I saw, I heard, we conquer, we did, and man, I had a pretty good time, man. I mean, I'm kind of jumping right into it, but what were your thoughts about the event?
Um. Yeah, the event was a nice event. There was, um, um, it was a very, the place was nice. People were friendly. Everything was great. They had a good time. Um, they definitely, it definitely, definitely was I had a good time. It was a really nice situation, a nice thing that happened to go through. It was
Man, you sound like R2D2 now.
oh really?
Oh,
Oh,
not
I don't
now.
know.
Now you're back.
Oh, I was about to hit the screwdriver and go down to the floor, and
It's all good. Yeah, but you were saying nice event. The people were nice.
people were nice. Everything was good. Everything was good. We had a good time.
Mm,
I wish I had a little more time to prepare. But other than that, I just did what I had to
understood.
do and got through it, and then that was it. Cool.
Yeah, I want to get some feedback from some of the other people that they had a couple of guests come on. I don't know if Shantae's on yet, but in the meanwhile, I'm going to bring Sharon on. So if she can get on camera, come on in, that would be great. There she is. Hey, babe.
Hey,
Hey
Mike.
everyone. Hello.
Oh,
Why you got the echo?
I don't know what's going on with this technology.
Is your phone on also?
Um, it's on,
I
but
don't have an echo.
I hear you twice.
I hear it once.
I don't know if that counts coming from R2D2.
Well, we both listen. We in sync. You the one that's out.
I know, no doubt, no doubt. You can host all you want, but you the only one that's standing out, dude. Nah, I
There you
dig it.
go.
That's all good. No,
so
so first of all, how was your day today?
it was wonderful. Wonderful.
Good, good, good. We asked you to come on because we wanted to get your feedback from the event, and I'll give my feedback as well. But it's easy for me to give my feedback, but since you were on the outside looking in, so to speak, I would love to see what your feedback was. So please feel free to chime in and go for it.
Okay, well, I thought it was a marvelous event. I like to always, give shout out to everyone who was actually there. Um, The name of the event was, I guess, Soul City Collective, and you were doing your, I guess, the event to let the world know that you have albums on two CDs coming out. And Carl did his thing, and I think it was well put together. I got some others, which was a
Check is in
wonderful
the mail. Check is in the mail.
wonderful venue here in Maryland. You all sound good. You had me up in the cut. Even though I was working, I was dancing the whole time. So I just had a ball. I had an absolute ball. I loved to see people from New York. Carl, you did that thing. You brought your family, you brought your tribe with you, and they came out to support you, and that was really, really wonderful. So it was great just seeing that and then seeing how you and Charles worked together to put on a successful event. I thought it was a great event.
Well, I've only known him like 40 years, so
I'm only
he was one of
21.
he was he was one of the first promoters. I mean, I work with many promoters, but he's one of the first promoters that I worked with, going back in the day, and what I felt were really nice venues, talking about the Cotton Club and
Yeah.
Cami Hall down. I mean, just really nice places that you don't think you would see an independent artist, an independent promoter, a producer, and so yeah.
Yes. So I was trying to think of the name of it. I always call it SCC,
Fresh
but
release, best release.
okay, wonderful. It was definitely the best release. If you are released some amazing music, okay, a little touchy, a little too
Check her
sexy,
out. Advertisement right on the spot. Go ahead.
but it was amazing. It really was old school. Everybody could vibe to it. The younger generation. It was just great. Well executed.
Yeah, I must admit, with some of Carl's music, I had a problem because I wanted to jump in and start singing some of the background because I knew some of the songs. But I said,
You
don't
should
do
have.
that. He didn't ask me to. I don't want to throw nothing off, but I was like, oh, I know this. I was like, it wasn't practice, so let me just. So I was in the back just dancing, trying to keep my composure. I was like, but I know this. I could add the harmony, right? Right. Oh shoot. I'll do it on the next stanza.
Yeah, I thought it
Oh
was,
man.
and I love stilettos. Stilettos was a perfect place to have it. I really love the atmosphere there. It was very classy, so I enjoy that.
Mhm. And this funny, and that when after Soul City Collective did their thing, I got a chance to do my thing, with my new album. And one of the songs I did was from a previous album, but it was a song that Carl and I collaborated on. So I told his wife, Chris, I said, Chris, uh, tell Carl that I did a good job.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, when I came out the side.
I saw you. Yeah.
Came out the side.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'm a ham, but I really just enjoy the opportunity of doing what we do. And it honestly it really doesn't matter the location of the venue size. I mean, of course, when it comes to doing things professionally, those things matter. But I'm just saying, overall, I enjoy being able to perform, just like speaking. I enjoy being able to share my gift, my talent in some shape, form, or fashion with other people. Having that audience, having them smile and nod their head, dance, whatever. It's just for me, it's a pure joy. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah. And if I ever get small enough, Carl's gonna be looking for his jacket because I'll probably have it in my closet. But
My jacket.
yeah, I like
You
that
want my
jacket.
jacket?
Nice jacket.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that jacket's hitting, man. I'm like, I should get. What's that song that Usher say? I want to get me one of those. You need but yeah, but I think it was just good that independent artists get an opportunity to share their talents, and that's one thing. And when it's good material, of course, that's another thing. And the fact that, I mean, we can make songs for 20-year-olds, but more than likely it's not going to fly. So I know my music is basically for my age group or age range, give or take 5 years up or 5 years down. You know, in some cases, maybe 10 years. But people seem to like some of the stuff that we do. And that's the market for us, you know. So, you know.
Yep, that's it. That's
And
Amazing.
then I
it.
didn't, but look, I didn't know that Carl could rap. I was like, oh snap. I told Chris, I said, I know he was good, but I didn't know he could do that. She sort of smiled. I was like, hold on, let me find out. So of course, I said, well, if he raps, I gotta rap too.
Oh, I
I said,
don't
oh
rap if
no.
he rap. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm like, us old geezers gotta stick together.
Hey, oh, listen, that's where it was invented. It was invented back then.
You already know. Yeah, you
Well,
already know.
I was behind the scenes, as you mentioned, and you did a great job with your products too. A lot of people, your family, friends came out to support, so definitely want to always give them a shout out and thank them for coming out. But you had, a couple of sales on, or a few sales on your new album, and I think it's called "The Sucker for Love," right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
was really cool.
Yeah, I and that's a big part of it, getting making people aware of what we do. And you know, sometimes it's funny, sometimes people don't really get it or get the swing of it till they hear it a few times. And for independent artists, it's difficult because we don't have immediate airplay. So if like Play These Records ever starts their radio station again, or you know, this other independent people, then maybe
Is
we'll
that a
get to hear.
plug? Is that a plug or is that a plug?
Just saying, I'm just saying, because I mean, they don't, you know, it's good if somebody
The
hears your
outlet.
song the first time and they go, "Oh, I like that." But a lot of times it takes a couple of times for them to hear it, and you know, that makes a big difference. So I was grateful to have people interested in the new or the older material. To be quite
Yes.
honest, and I'm sure Carl can relate to this because I'm doing all the
Mhm.
talking right now. I have to apologize. It's like crazy when you hear a live band play your stuff. You know, it's one thing you're in the studio and you're creating it and everything is, yeah, but then when you hear a bass player, a keyboard player get, it's like, oh snap, that's my song. Okay,
Mhm.
so that's
They
what I
were,
sound like outside my brain.
yeah, they were awesome. Everyone in the band was amazing.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a good band. Nice guys too.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Carl, what's the name of your CD
Yeah.
again?
Love light.
Love Life?
Love light.
Love Light. I love
Like
it.
a light bulb.
Yeah,
Love light.
Love Light. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how can we buy it? How can is there
Yeah,
a
love light.
link
Um
for those who weren't there or were able to listen to it? How
say
can
that
they?
again.
For those who weren't there, how can they buy a copy of
So
your sound is going in and out, Carl? So that's probably what the delay is.
they can go to smooth the number one.com
Yeah,
and to what they actually led to it, or
yeah. The reception on your end, Carl, is bad. If you want to type it
it's
in,
actually I've worked on the thing and um it's being
Yeah, Carl, you may need to log back out and come back because your computer sound again.
yeah, we both started
I guess he's going to try to log back in.
okay.
But oh, is that it? Is he frozen?
it appears he is.
Yeah, yeah, he's frozen. Meanwhile, Shantae has just entered the room.
Oh,
You want to try again, Carl?
All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's see.
Hey, Shantae's there. So she could
How do I?
turn her phone or her tablet the other way. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, cool.
Better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. How you
Okay,
doing?
good. Hi everyone. How's everyone doing?
hi, Shanta, how you doing?
Okay. How's everyone doing?
All right, and yourself? How you feeling?
Okay. Good.
I know you had a busy day today, but we were just trying to get some feedback on the event. I know you came in at a certain point, but whatever feedback you can offer, definitely would love to hear it.
Oh well, it's very easy. It's just straight up truth, and that was that it was a great show. Um, I even was saying to Sharon, "Oh my God, I missed it," and she's like, "No, there's a second half," and it was just the band is great. I love the band, love live music, but you could feel it, and it was so authentic. Backup singers were good. I like that you added the gentleman. That was nice, and the songs I mean, I love all your music, Charles. But
Thank
this,
you.
those last R&B songs you did were radio ready. I felt like I
Mm.
was listening to 96.3. I really
That's a good.
did. It was a
Yeah.
different. I got a different vibe from those songs on your new album. Was just different. They were all done well. I love all of your songs. I mean, my favorite is Still in the Morning, but yeah, I was like, wow, this is really, really nice. I feel like I'm driving down 95 in the car, listening to some good music on an R&B station. That's what I felt. I was there.
Thank you. Look, that I tell you, the thing about in the morning is Carl and I collaborated on that many years ago, and it was on two albums. And here's yet another. This should be a trivia question. Sharon was in the music video on In the Morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I, I mean, I didn't know because she's very reserved at times,
That's an
but
understatement.
yeah. But if you see that music video, she went all out. I mean, don't get mad, but she had the lingerie on and all that. I was like, oh, okay, okay, okay. And I think it was produced well. It was done by a good friend of mine's, T.O. Cool Room Productions.
Mm-hmm.
He is a actor and a videographer, a movie producer. He's a true storyteller. And we got this room in this hotel, and we shot outside, we shot inside. So in the morning, oh, not only that, my good friend Paul Lawrence, who produced Melba Moore, Lilo Thomas, I mean, just a whole bunch of big names. He said, send me, I was trying to get him to do the whole album. He said, nah, send
Mm-hmm.
me one song and I'll go over it to make sure that your launch is right. And I sent him the music. He said, I really didn't have that much to do. It's really a good song. And he sent it
Mm-hmm.
back. And, so that song has layers in, like, I don't know how many degrees of separation. Sharon, Carl, Paul, being released to the world twice. It's one of my favorites
It
in
is
the
my
morning.
favorite still. Just the
Yeah.
music alone, the vibe
Oh
of
my
it
goodness.
is
Yes.
what I
Carl did
like.
his thing. Carl did his thing. He better be
Yes,
glad
he
I don't have
did.
access to. If I don't have access to his hard drives,
Oh, I
Well,
know, huh?
I be like Carl. I'll be like Alexa, open up Drive to.
ooh,
Give me
I'm
all
looking
cow stuff.
like, download to me right now.
Yeah, nice groove to
well,
it. And that's what I
oh,
got from the new music as well.
Yeah,
But I love the venue. Very nice venue,
yeah,
very intimate. That's also important when you're presenting yourself is the appearance of the place, the atmosphere that it has, and it wasn't like congested. People could really see and hear what was going on, and it
right.
was very easy to find. and it was a very
Mm.
nice, well put together event space for the size. I really did like it.
Oh, great. That's fantastic. That's
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. I was saying before you come on that, I'm just like the album Sucker for Love. I'm a sucker for performing. I love performing.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter the venue, the size. It's just something about being able to satisfy people or bring them joy with your gift, your talent. And I think Carl and I both have a similar feeling about being able to do that, especially after having done it for so long, So.
Oh, you're a good team, and you sync together. You have, what is it called? Synergy.
That's it.
There goes Sharon's word, synergy.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah, and you definitely have that with the audience as well. Good name for your next album, because that's exactly what you do. And it's hard to do that. You can go online, do a TikTok video and blah blah blah, but being there in their face and giving them your music and them feeling it right there and then. These artists today don't know nothing about that.
I was trying to get Carl to take a verse from In the Morning, but he didn't want to hurt him too bad. He says, "Nah, man, nah, 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 nah,
I don't
nah."
want to mess up your. I don't want to mess up your song.
Oh no, you wouldn't have. You couldn't have. You couldn't have.
But
Nah,
very
but
nice.
anyway, but yeah. What can we say? Is just on to the next. And I know, Carl, you was giving some information. Sharon asked you about contact information about your current release. Can you share that now?
I Love Light is the album, and I've been back at it, chipping away at it again. So some of the songs have been reimagined again. So soon it should be finished. Soon I'm just gonna leave it alone and not do anything more with it and just let it go. Perfection is one of those. It's a blessing and a curse, and
Mm-hmm.
probably I just need to let other people listen to it, and then whatever they say, that's what I'll do. If it's okay, then I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, maybe have a listening or release party.
Oh no, plan to have one of those. Plan to have that. Plan to have a couple of other events and stuff, and some online what do you call those meet and greets and stuff like that. So all that stuff is coming.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need any help, Carl.
I need help.
Oh, that was quick. That's
I need
that's what
help.
I do.
Oh, I need help. Listen,
Okay,
I
we'll
gotta.
just have to exchange
Yeah, I'm gonna say I
information.
just got to give you my information, and then I definitely need help.
Well, we can go from there.
Okay.
That sounds good. What about you, Charles? What do you have in mind for the next thing to do?
Well, I've already started working on the next project, and I have to really I have to scrutinize the performance from Stilettos because my plan is to make it a new live album, Sir Charles Carey or Sir Charles Live at Stilettos, but I have to listen to it to see if the audio is really right
Mm-hmm.
and have it mixed if need be accordingly. And maybe add a couple of new songs to that, and that might be my next new project. I haven't heard anyone professional or otherwise do a live album in a very long time. I'm not saying they
Mm-hmm.
haven't done it, but I haven't heard anyone doing that. So my goal is somebody just jumped on. I think was that Enoch. I plan on doing just that. Yep, that was Enoch. Yeah, I want to have a new album with the live performance and a couple of studio tracks. Bring back some of the old strategies from days of yesteryear, and impress people and let people hear the music. With a live band versus just the studio recording. So, it's
Right.
multifaceted. I'm just excited about all the opportunity. Look, I'm a kid in a toy store and a candy store. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
And then we got El Shamesh Photography, who did the pictures and the videography for us. Enoch,
Hmm.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. How's everybody else doing?
Hi, Enoch.
No.
Doing
Great,
good, doing good.
That's
grateful,
what's
man.
up.
We trying to get like feedback from the event over well, Sunday, this last past Sunday. You have any feedback that you could throw in? You did a great job from what I've seen with the action cam. I mean, it was like great. The interviews behind in the green room and all that. That was really good stuff.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, it was great. I had a great time. You
Hmm.
know, being being in a room and there's good music, everyone's having a good time. That makes the event worthwhile of paying your money to come see, to have a great time. All the Carl T. Smith, he was great. He was dope. I mean, there was like, the live music, the instrumentation, the involvement with the audience, things of that nature was great. For me, I was just focusing on I can hear the sound. So for me, I was focusing on more so making sure the three cameras that we were using, the batteries didn't die. Certain people wasn't falling out the frame. I had to make sure because when you're doing a live filming like that and the artists are doing their thing, they're not focused on the camera. They're focused on them having a great time, getting the word out, connecting with the people. And my job is to make sure they're in focus and make sure they're in the frame. If they're not, I was just making sure everything was on the up and up. And I was operating three cameras and a handheld, which was was very interesting within itself, and
Hmm.
also having a good time, dancing and singing along and things of that nature. So just making sure I captured everything that Sir Charles wanted to be captured, even the things he probably didn't think of capturing. I was there to just get some interviews, talk to the people, interview, get some third eye. That's probably me. Get some third eye. Um, just another lens. Some close-up shots, just being in people's face or over their shoulder. You know, at that point, I'm working. At that point, I'm trying to be invisible but visible at the same time and get those shots that were needed. So overall, it was a great time. Overall, the music was awesome. The band was great.
Hmm.
And everybody did their thing. As Carl T. Smith says, do your doggone thing.
Carl, what you printing in the
That's
background,
right.
Carl? I know that sound, man.
You say what?
What you printing in the background? I'm hearing you, man.
No, no, I'm not printing anything. Or maybe my fans and stuff. But maybe that's what you're
But
hearing.
look, I told Enoch, oh, where'd he go? Oh man. Maybe it's a signal. Let me see. He'll probably pop back in. There he is. Yeah, okay. We have a big storm was going on. But look, I told Enoch, Enoch said probably things I didn't think of. That's why I let the professionals do what the professionals do. I said, here you go. Here's the camera. He said, I may need to do that. I said, do what you got to do. I didn't want to think about nothing else. I didn't want to
Yep.
think about nothing else. That's why, Enoch and I have been in the network, God, at least 20 some odd years. And it's funny because it's like an umbrella. He writes, raps, does photography. I do videography, write, speak, blah, blah, blah. And it started with about 12 of us that we were all doing these different things, but we would network and meet, break bread, and talk about the next thing and the next thing. And it's good that you can look back to someone you've known for a long time and say, hey, can you do X?
Mhm.
And they can do it. Am I coming out? How's my sound?
I
It
can
sounds
hear
like
you,
some
but there's
feedback, so I don't know if
background.
it's coming
Yeah,
from me.
some back feedback coming through background.
Yeah.
Like you said, it sounds like a printer from 2000, but yeah.
But yeah, but you know, I didn't want to I didn't want to think about anything but the people and the performance. That's where I wanted my focus to be. I didn't want to think about the photography. I didn't want to think about what Sharon was taking care of the table. I didn't want to think about nothing but keeping that smile and making that presentation and just doing my part. And that's, you know, that's part of having a solid team, I
Team.
think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I
Yeah.
could say something to Enoch about me keeping
Yeah,
the
I
tempo.
definitely agree.
Enoch,
Great times.
I saw what you did. I was minding my business, trying to chill and take care of the table, and you caught me dancing, showing off behind the scenes. Charles posted it on Facebook today, and I'm like, why is he posting that? That's a behind the scene thing. People that are supposed to see me having a good time. But you captured that. I didn't know you were capturing it initially, but then when I realized it, Enoch, I turned around and gave you a smile and went right back to selling.
That's right. That's what you do. You have fun. Nice to bartend. I was
And
back there
But
dancing.
great job. I love the energy of that
Yeah.
video that you did. Because I did not know you were doing it. You just were natural into the in that moment.
Ashford and Simpson said it best. Is it still good to you? You know, when it's good, you can't stop moving, you know?
No,
Yes, yes.
you feel it.
Now, I got to ask Enoch a question about Carl because I didn't know this about Carl until Sunday. Enoch is a professional rapper. He's been rapping for a long time. So, how good did Carl do?
Why you putting Carl on the spot like that?
Because I'm next. I'm going to ask you how I did too. I'm next.
Oh boy, I missed
You know,
that.
everyone has their own rhythm. Everyone has their own drum that they beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can't tell you how well you beat your drum as long as you're beating your drum. You know, I can't tell you how good you sound. You know how good you sound. You know how what you may need or not need to work on. You know these things because you have rehearsed these things. You'll try something new. And I know Sir Charles is not going to try something that just off the whim. He's going to practice it. He's going to make sure it sounds good. You know, Carl T, I think he's like that as well. You're going to make sure that it's sounds good. If it doesn't, you're like, I'm gonna scratch that. I ain't gonna even rap. I'm gonna do something else. So if you're asking me that opinion, I think you did a great job, especially for the what was that, the BBD? Yeah, that was the Belle Biv DeVoe when you did that, and then you added your own spin to it as saying your name instead of saying the group's name. That's what we used to do it, you know, the chop our skills up. We'll take a heavy D song and we'll put our name in it and we'll rap it like that.
Right.
Carl T, he did a great job too. I think once again, I think everyone did a great job. Everyone was creative in their moment of being creative, you know, and it's like you said, you're not a professional MC or rapper, but you are a professional performer. So therefore, if that calls for you to do it, you're gonna do it and you're gonna have fun with it. You
Yeah.
know, and that's what it's about, just having fun with it. People know what you take serious. People know what you do. But when they hear you rapping, they're like, oh, okay. All right, Sir Charles. All right, Cole, that's what's up. But they know
Yeah.
that you can sing. If I get up there and sing, they're like, Enoch, that's not what you do, B. Like, that's not what you do. You should be rapping. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
you know, just all around performers. And I think that's what performers do. They want to
Yeah.
try new things right there on the spot and see if it works, you know. And if it do, they'll try it again and they'll try it again. And next time they'll be like, yo, I sound good. Okay, let me keep
Mhm.
doing that because people like it. So yeah.
Carl impressed me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if I've heard that song that he did it on, but it was really surprising. It sounded good. It was smooth. It flowed. So I was like, oh snap. Okay, okay. He raised the bar.
He's
It
trying to
did.
borrow money, y'all. I just want y'all to know that. He keeps doing this and he thinks I don't know.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
See?
Oh man, yeah, I enjoyed it. It was great. I mean, even that, I think it was the last song that Carl did, and I was like, listening to, for me, just listening to the music, because once again, I'm making sure the cameras are working, the batteries are not dying, things of that nature, and listening to the music, I said, yo, that that song in which I forgot what song it was, but it was
Oh,
like I
darling.
heard that. Say it again.
Oh, darling.
Oh, darling.
The one
Oh,
before
darling. Yeah.
that was like more of a groove tune.
Oh, darling was the last one. Was the groove tune. The one
Because
before
the
that
reason,
was
because I heard a sample in there that was used prior to, and I was like, that sounds like Heavy D and the Boys Now That We Found Love. And I was like,
Ah,
yo, I said,
the
oh,
orchestra hit.
say it again.
Orchestra hits.
Yeah.
The
I was like,
sound, the
wow.
orchestra hits.
So it was very up tempo. It was great, man. I had a good time. I definitely had a good time. And I think that was my first time seeing Sir Charles and the collective, the band itself as well, too. So
Mm-hmm.
um it was great. I told the band, I said, man, y'all was killing it. It was like, really? I said,
Yeah.
yeah, y'all killing it. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, great times. Great times.
yeah, and I take my hat off to the band because for the past year or so, we've done quite a few different events, and those are my guys. I mean, they kill. I think this is the third iteration of this band, and so far, this is the best we've come so far. This is the best we've done so far as a unit. And then when I think about the vocals, Nicole and Sharice,
Reese.
cold killers,
Right.
and John is project by project, but he kind of like helps level things out when we're doing certain things, and we'll see how we work together in the future. But I've always known, like I said at the event, I was going to work with him in some capacity. In fact, he even came on the Eastern Shore to do a wedding with me, and it was perfect.
Awesome. Yeah. The ladies, hats off to the ladies because man, it's I was telling Sir Charles at the end of that, I said, you know what? It is hard. It is, it is sometimes it is difficult to sing an Anita Baker song. They're
Mhm.
not going to hit they're not going to hit those notes. But she did. It's hard. It's difficult to do a Jill Scott song because people in their minds they expect you to sing it like Jill. But if
Mm-hmm.
you are once again, if you're a creator, you're gonna put your own spin to it and make it feel good. And
Right.
just the background vocals, everybody singing. It was, Carl T. He's what I mean, he's getting it in. He's giving you a show. Like it's a he said, "Hey, you mind if I drink some water?" Like, yeah, why not? He putting it all into capturing the audience, making people keep their eye
That's
on
what
him,
counts.
and
Yes.
that's
That's what
what
counts.
counts. That's
Hmm.
definitely what counts. Definitely what counts. So yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to the next show.
Yeah, I know I've got for myself, Suitland Fest is coming up in August, and I'll be taking the band to the main stage in Suitland Fest. August 22nd, we'll be doing probably mostly covers, but just going all out, getting it in. And then I got some other things lined up. I think we're going to open up. I'm personally working with some other guys on something. We open up for the Junkyard Band in Cambridge, but just trying to stay busy, stay active. you know,
Mm-hmm.
always bettering my best. I think I am my own biggest competition. I wouldn't care if it was Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm competing against me. That's my thing. I got to be better than I was the last time, whatever it is. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
I know Carl's working with Leon from the Five Heartbeats, Leon and the Peoples. They got some stuff. What you guys got coming up, Carl?
We'll actually be back in DC soon. I got to find out what date that is, and I guess depending on some situations, I'm talking to some people to do some other stuff down there also with him while we're there, because it doesn't make any sense to come down for the one thing and then leave. So and then we're doing, Leon, we'll be in Philly, we're here in New York, and then I got a couple of gigs that's coming up also. So yeah, it's been pretty busy.
So, Carl,
Look,
the
that's a good
events you
problem to
have
have.
coming on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying the events that you have coming up and the things that you were saying you may need some help with. Would that be in New
Wait.
York or
Cut the
here in
may. Cut
DC?
the
Because I'm
cut
from up north, so New
cut the
York
may.
is kind of where I started, in
Oh
Boston,
really?
and New York. Yeah, I'm from Rhode Island,
Oh okay.
and I
All righty.
started in New York with management companies from California. They needed
Oh
somebody on that end to take care of their artists when they came there. So
right.
that's how I kind of started, because 2.5 hours jump in the car, go to New York was no big deal. And when I moved here to DC, everyone comes to DC. So
Mm.
all the contacts I had from back then was coming through here. So it made it
Mm-hmm.
easier. But I've also gone back to New York to do other things. So it's been quite some time. The venues, you know how they switch in New York quick.
Yeah.
One day it's a hot dog stand, tomorrow it's a laundromat. So it's like
Yeah.
you
That's
never
right.
know. And we usually rented out like the warehouses, and use those as big venues. So I would have to reintroduce myself to see what's going on out there, some connections out there. That's why I just wanted to know if you still wanted to do things out there in here that I could do both.
I I'm I will be doing stuff everywhere. I have some people up that's in Boston. I have some people in Connecticut.
Okay.
I have some people in San Diego. I have some. I mean, I once was on the road, so I had a lot of friends,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of promoters, and a lot of different people who are
The audio.
looking for me to do looking for me to do some stuff.
Does
So
anyone else hear that?
Yeah, it's coming bad.
Mm-hmm.
it's still so I gotta. So yeah. I want to do. I want to definitely places. New York. I know a lot of the promoters here also.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely both places. Definitely, looking to do a lot of stuff, and then um, I'll have some artists that's also going to be on my label.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a lot of stuff to do. I got
Well,
the
like we
lots
said,
to
we'll sit
do
on talk. We'll all talk and
for
see
sure.
where I fit in, where you may or may
For
not
sure.
need help for. And if you and Charles are going to
For sure.
collaborate again on some other date, of course, interested in doing that.
hmm Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. Looking forward to it. So what else you
Okay.
guys think?
All right, folks. Well, it looks like oh, no wonder my battery is low. Let me find my battery.
So yeah. Well,
Well, Carl, you were,
I was. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
that's okay. I noticed that you were live streaming yours in the beginning. Is that accurate? So you were able to have people from New York watch you here in DC?
There was people all over. Like I said, I had people that was all over the place. But I had a technical difficulty because I didn't have enough time to make stuff happen. So they actually they logged on. I have a good number of people that logged on, but there
Mm,
was no sound.
mm.
Oh, wow.
But there wasn't any sound. But they took the opportunity to talk to each other while they was on, on the live stream. So it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they'll come back again. It's the next one. Matter of fact, I that's kind of like where I want to focus on, because anyone everywhere can get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and I have a couple of venues here, auditoriums here that I use regularly, and I definitely I'm going to be, streaming that live, and some of the acts and everything on that. So, yeah. So.
Awesome.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Because it's different how
All
you
right, folks, any
promote
closing
and market
remarks,
now.
any closing comments by anyone?
I would like to start just by saying, keep up the great work, keep up the synergy, keep connecting with everyone, because we're living in some weird times right now. And, I'm a social conscious person 24/7. And the more people can do to make others feel good and smile and laugh and dance and whatever is so needed today. So just keep that positive, as Charles said, keep that, be a part of the energy, keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really hearing the audio is really horrible. I think we had a really great conversation, but the audio was popping in and out the entire time,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But all I'll say is you guys hold on one moment and we can try to wrap this up.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh-huh.
You're sexy, so good to me.